What's up, guys? Welcome to CPA Rush Hour. This is Bouke, and today I'm going to show you my exact method for driving a crazy amount of free traffic to CPA offers. Now, who wouldn't want that, right? Because what happens all the time when people get into CPA, they're all about how do I actually get some traffic to these offers, and people are just not being able to do it profitably. And that's why I decided to share my strategy, my entire system that I built. And guys, me giving this away to you right now, it's such a great deal because I paid my coaches thousands of dollars to learn a system like this, and I had to basically reinvent the wheel to get something like this going. But today I'm sharing it all with you right now in this call, okay? So let's get moving. First, a little bit about my background. I'm not going to bore you with it too much, but I think it's important. So I'm someone with somewhat of a technical background because I was working in IT before, and I never studied it though because I actually studied history, but I dropped out of college when I did because I started working in IT, and I decided that studying history and finishing college in history was really not what I wanted to do anyway. So um, obviously after that I got a job. I got a job in IT, and then it hit me, because I dropped out of college, so I had pretty high debt on my student loan that I wasn't gonna get anything back because I didn't finish college. And I had a job that was like it paid just enough to pay for my rent and my general living expenses. And I wanted to get a car, and I had like barely enough money to buy a really cheap car. And at that time I was like, I this isn't what I want. I'm better than this. I don't need to have money, financial problems. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna look for ways to make money online because there must be something. At the time, I had no idea about the world of make money online, how enormous it is. I had no idea about any opportunities that there were. I was just starting out and I was doing some research. So what happened is I got into Bitcoins, which was like a really big thing back then. We're talking 2012, 2013, I think. Bitcoins, it was some obscure little nobody knew about it, tech only thing, and then suddenly it started to become really popular. It started to show up in the news more often. I don't know if you remember, but like 2 years ago, the Bitcoin was like went up from like $10 a Bitcoin to like 100 or even $200 a Bitcoin in like 1 month, and then suddenly Bitcoin was all over the place. Everybody was talking about it, and I was like, "Oh man, I need to get in this thing." And right after it hit like 200, it dropped down again to like $40, and I was like, "Okay, this is my moment. I need to get in now." And I bought, I think I bought like $3,000 worth of Bitcoins at the time, and I started out with 1,000, and then the price went up a bit. I was like, "Oh, this is working. I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna buy more." So that was awesome. I mean, I was like, "This is really gonna work. This is really gonna make me money." But I made a huge, huge, huge mistake because the Bitcoin wasn't really going anywhere at the time. It was like going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. The price was pretty stable around. I guess it was around $100 a Bitcoin. That's like where it hovered for months. So I was like, this is not going anywhere. I'm gonna find other ways to grow it. And then I found out about a website where people were trading Bitcoins for like Bitcoin stocks into Bitcoin miners. All very technical, but basically it was like a stock market for Bitcoins. And I was like going into that. And then a few months after that, the US government basically shut down any and all websites like that. Like they no longer allowed US citizens to trade on a website like that. And that means that every US citizen that was on that website pulled out their money, and everybody that was left, including myself, because I'm not in the US, I'm in the Netherlands. So the prices tanked of all those things. They dropped to like 10% of what they were before. And that means that my bitcoins were basically decimated to like 10% of what I had before. And I was like, oh no, this is a disaster. And then I was so extremely lucky because the Bitcoin price went up to $1,000 like that same month. So the Bitcoin price went up by 10 times. My Bitcoins went down by 10 times. So I got out right then and there. And I broke even. But so I basically got my $3,000 out that I invested a few months earlier. But that was such a disaster because I had just lost the opportunity to make $30,000 basically, and of course the price tanked again just as I thought because that was just too much of a rise in too short a time. I have to say that through that I did learn something. I did learn a lot, and I thought why don't I get into a real stock market? But I can't get into like the really high popularity stocks. I need to find some kind of a niche market there. So I got into what is called penny stock trading. Basically, that didn't go any better. In fact, it went way worse. I traded with like $2,000. I went up to, actually I managed to get almost $7,000, and then I lost it all in a single day because I let fear and greed get the better of me. Fear and greed is that's what drives the stock market, is what they say. It's fear and greed. Basically the fear of losing and the greed of wanting to make more and more and more. And that just made me make really stupid mistakes. Like I was in a losing position and I knew that it was going to turn around at some point, but I was impatient, and instead of just taking out my money and waiting for the right moment, I was investing more and more, or not investing, but like putting more and more money into that position, into that losing position, and I lost more and more and more. And then my broker did a margin call and I was out of the position, and the very next day, the stock tanked, and I would have made 5 times my money if I had just been patient and not, if I had just shorted that stock the day after. I would have made so much more instead of just being impatient and putting more and more into a losing position. And I was devastated. I lost it all, and I was like, shit, what am I going to do right now? What am I going to do? So, the fear and greed thing, it actually reminds me of, someone told me about an airplane evacuation drill where they set an airplane down on the airfield, and they're like packing the airplane full of people, and they're going to do like an evacuation drill, like there's a fire in the airplane. So people have to get out as quickly as possible, but in an orderly fashion. So they were doing that a few times, and it wasn't really working because the problem is, if there's no real fire, people aren't really going to panic or anything. So it all happens very orderly and very neatly. And they were like, well, if there's an actual fire in an airplane and people need to get out as soon as possible, then they're not going to do this in such a neat and orderly fashion. So how are we going to motivate people to really imagine there being a fire in the airplane? Now, obviously, this wasn't an exercise, so they couldn't actually set the airplane on fire. That would be not only very costly but very immoral as well. So what they did instead was, it was absolute genius. Okay, what they did is they said to the people on the airplane, right at the moment that they were going to start the exercise, they said, okay, the first person that's out of the airplane is going to get $100. And the second person is going to get $50. Okay, now start. And everybody rushed to the exits, and it was just like a real fire on the airplane. So this is like a perfect example of how fear and greed are like almost exactly the same thing, you know. They motivate people at such an extreme level where people are just dropping everything they do and they just run. And um, you know, it's just like when there's a fire in the airplane, people will start panicking, they will run to the exits. But when people get, you know, motivated to make $100, they're almost exactly the same. So that's what basically happened to me in the stock market and why I lost everything. But through all of this, I learned so much as well, because it is in those moments where you are getting desperate, when you become your best, when you become inventive and creative to really make something out of it, make something out of, you know, make the best out of a bad situation. It's what they say. But also, you know, when you are living a comfortable existence, like you have just enough and your life is doing pretty okay, but it's not great, but you know, you have a steady, secure job, you're able to pay all your bills on time, you're able to, you have a car, you have a home, you have all of these things, then your motivation to make a change in your life is very, very low. But when you get to a point of desperation, when you get to a point where you're like, I'm going into debt and I have no way out of this if I just continue doing what I'm doing now, then your motivation to change is so high that basically not changing is not an option at that point. So, you know, they say that just enough is the enemy of success. But if you lose $7,000 on the stock market, $3,000 on Bitcoins, and you have a huge student loan that you need to pay off, that's, you know, the situation I was in at the time. That's when you really become inventive and creative, and you're like, okay, I need to make a change. I need to do something. So that's when I first found out about affiliate marketing. The guys that I was learning stock trading from, they were having this program about penny stock trading, and it was a pretty good training. I mean, it's not because of their training that I failed, it's actually because I was breaking all the rules that they had set. So it was definitely not their fault. So I was like, they have an affiliate program, and at the time I wasn't really interested, or I hadn't really looked into it. But when I was in this moment, I was like, maybe that's something interesting that I could look into, you know, into their affiliate program, see if I can promote that and make some of my money back. And at the time I was like, oh, I just need to make a few $100s back and then I can get back into trading. Right now I'm like, I'm not gonna do that again, because there are so many better ways to make money, you know. So, but at the time I was still a bit limited in my vision, in my thoughts. So what I did was, I was gonna do some research on affiliate marketing, and that's when I first got into internet marketing. So at the time I was like all over the place, like everybody else when they just start out. I went on YouTube and I started watching some videos on internet marketing, on affiliate marketing, and there was this guy called King Human. I don't know if you know him, but he's like a pretty big make money online guy on YouTube, and his videos were really appealing to me. He's a little weird, he's a little nerdy, but that kind of appealed to me. I mean, I'm a tech guy, like I said. I'm a video game player. So at the time, that kind of personality kind of clicked with me. And what happened was, he introduced some other people And he also introduced the Warrior Forum in some of his videos. So that's when I first found out about the Warrior Forum, and I bet that if you're watching this, you probably know about Warrior Forum. If not, you really should look it up. It's pretty awesome. The Warrior Forum, at the time, it was like at its peak. It was really busy place. People were selling WSOs all over the place about almost anything. And that's when I was like, wow, this world is so much bigger than I thought. Like, at the time, I had no idea how immensely huge the affiliate marketing and internet marketing world was. And the Warrior Forum is just a drop in the bucket. It's not even the whole thing. So if you're thinking that right now that the Warrior Forum is the whole thing, it's not. Okay, the Warrior Forum is just a small piece of the puzzle. And at the time, I was just like amazed at the immense world that I had just discovered, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna learn so much, I'm gonna make so much money. But the problem is, if you get into the world and you see how huge it is, you get so overwhelmed. You get so extremely overwhelmed with all the information that is out there and all the ways that you can make money online, and you're like, oh, I want to do this, no, I want to do this, no, I want to do that. And that's like what they call the shiny object chaser, where, you know, every day you're buying a new $7 WSO that teaches you something. So right now I want to tell you, after you go through this training, after you go through this, don't chase after the next shiny object, because you are not going to make money like that. If you just buy another one, and buy another one, you're never going to be making any money. What you need to do is just sit down, go through this whole training. If you understand it, then go ahead and implement it. If you don't understand it, go through it again. Just go through it until you understand it, and then implement it. And don't implement it for a day or two. Don't implement it for a week, but implement it for at least 2 months. Like, that's how much time you need to create real and lasting habits into your life. Like, that, this is scientifically proven that you need a little over 60 days to create habits into your life. So whether it is, eating more healthily, going to the gym regularly, or building an online business, or doing like CPA affiliate marketing, it doesn't matter. It takes 2 months, and after that it will become a habit. It will become instinctual, and you will be able to do it over and over and over again, and you will be making money online very, very easily. It will take almost no effort at all anymore at that point. So that's why you need to stick with one method, stick with one thing and implement it, and then stick with it for 2 months. So, but at the time, of course, I wasn't. I was all over the place, and I was like, there's in Buddhism, there's this saying that the mind is like a monkey. And what they mean by that is, like, we're not talking like apes, like chimps or gorillas. We're talking like these small monkeys, that hang in the trees, and they're swinging from tree to tree, and they're all over the place, and they're really, really busy. They look like they're doing a lot of stuff all the time, but what they're just doing is like swinging from tree to tree to tree. And that's like the mind. Like, the human mind is always all over the place. It keeps thinking about this, and then while going through that thought, there's like another thought that comes into your mind, and you're like, oh wow, now I need to follow this path. And you're just being very inconsistent when you're doing that, and you're not going to be able to focus on one thing. And so what happens is, if you do this in internet marketing, you're not making any money. You're just spending a lot of money, because you are buying products all the time. You're buying products because it feels like it's the next best thing. And while in fact, all that you're doing is just conditioning yourself to buy more and to chase after another thing and another thing. But after a while, I settled on two methods that I had learned about through all of this monkey mind business. I figured out that there are two really popular methods that people were using at the time, and that I could understand them, I could implement them. I figured that if I would do this, that this would be my first step into internet marketing, and this would be what would get me, what would get the ball rolling for me. So this is something that through the whole shiny object chasing, if you are unsure about what you actually want to do, because this is one of the reasons that people do this shiny object chasing, is that they're not really sure which one of these methods is right for them. And that's understandable, because some of the things that people teach about making an online business, they're not really what you might be looking for. But don't make the mistake of thinking that, oh, this is too hard for me, or I would love to do this, but I have no idea how to. Because if you really want something, you will figure it out. Nothing is too hard for you. It's all very simple. You just have to want it badly enough. So if you really want to make your making money online a success for you, then what you need to do is just pick one method, stick with it, and focus all your effort onto that one method. So at the time, selling solo ads, which is, I'm going to go more deeply into that later on, but basically it's like building a list of people interested in making money online, and then selling the traffic that you generate with that list to other people that want to build lists. That's solo ads. And there's CPA, affiliate marketing, of course, which is selling other people's products. And with CPA, it's not necessarily selling. You might just want to be selling the leads to other marketers. So these are two popular methods that I was really interested in. So the first thing I did was learn a lot about list building. Now, list building, of course, you might know that there's a saying going on in the internet marketing world: the money is in the list. And of course, when I got into make money online, everybody was saying that. I was like, okay, the money is in the list, but I have no idea how to build a list. I have no idea, if I were to build a list, how to monetize a list. I have no idea if that's even the right thing for me right now. I have no idea if building a brand or making a name for myself is like the thing I should be doing when I'm just starting out. So I had all these insecurities. I was so unsure of myself. But what I figured out is that the single most important thing when it comes to internet marketing is getting traffic. Okay? Traffic is so extremely important. Without traffic, you have no business. Without traffic, you're not going to be making any money. So what I figured out is that there are three types of traffic. Okay? There is organic traffic, and organic traffic is traffic that basically generates itself by itself. You don't have to really actively do anything, but you need to have a system in place already. So, for example, SEO is a form of organic traffic. But of course, in order for you to get traffic from SEO, you have to build a website, you have to have great content. It will take months or at least weeks for you to be able to have a website set up in such a way that you will rank highly on Google. So it's a lot of work, and you have absolutely no idea if it's ever going to pay off. Viral traffic is another form of organic traffic, but that is even harder to pull off, okay? Because you will need to have something that's really popular, something that really connects with your prospects. So they would need to be so enthusiastic about whatever it is you're sharing, that they're willing to share it with their friends and family and other interested parties. And basically, a lot of viral traffic is not necessarily premeditated. Sometimes it just happens, it's coincidental, and you're never going to be able to reproduce a result like that, because you never know if it's going to happen like that. Now, I'm not saying that all viral traffic is like that. I mean, you probably know about Psy and his video Gangnam Style, which is like the most popular YouTube video ever. It got like 1 billion views. They broke YouTube with that video, because YouTube figured out that no one was ever going to get 1 billion views on YouTube. So when they got 1 billion views, the view counter on YouTube actually broke and they had to fix it. At least I haven't seen that myself, but that's what someone told me yesterday actually. So it's really amazing, like that video. But that was not a coincidence, okay? They were working on getting that video to become viral for months before they even put it up there. Okay, they were working on how are we going to get this video viral. So yes, it's possible, but it will cost so much time, so much effort, and so much money. And not necessarily money in the sense that you're paying for the traffic, but money in the sense that you're going to need to hire expertise from people that know a lot about how to get organic traffic, because this is not something that you can learn in a $7 WSO, despite what some people might want to tell you. This is something that takes months or even years of training to achieve. So that's organic traffic. Then of course there's paid traffic. Paid traffic is easy. It's even simple. It's like, there's one problem though. If you're paying more for your traffic than you're making with the conversion, then you have a problem. Because you're wasting money, you're throwing money away. Paid traffic, well, there's a lot of ways to do paid traffic. There is Google AdWords, there is Bing ads, there is Facebook ads, there is media buying. Even solo ads is actually a form of paid traffic. So there are a lot of ways to generate paid traffic, but the thing with paid traffic is that a lot of people are doing it, a lot of people are buying paid traffic, and it's really hard to, on a consistent basis, convert paid traffic in such a way that your return on investment, your ROI, if you don't know this term, it basically means if you put $1 in, how much are you going to get back? So if you put $1 in, you get $1 out, your ROI is 100%. You get out the same as you put in. But if you get $2 back from that $1, then your ROI is 200%. That means you're making a profit. So to get a consistent positive ROI, you will need to spend a lot of money in the beginning. Basically, you waste a lot of money on paid traffic that are not going to give you any result. All that will give you is just data about how it's going to convert for you. And if you don't have a lot of money to invest in the beginning of your business, then getting into paid traffic on a consistent basis to convert affiliate marketing offers, CPA offers, it's going to cost you too much. You're not going to be able to invest enough to see positive results. So that's a problem with paid traffic. Paid traffic works really well because once you actually get it working, you can scale it up so much. Like if you make a positive return, then you just invest more money into the same campaign, and you will basically, you spend twice as much, you get twice as much back. So if you have a 200% ROI on $1, then you make $2 with $1, which means you will make $200 with $100. So scaling up with paid traffic is like the easiest thing there is. But it's not easy to get to a point where you're actually making enough money with it that it's worth scaling up. So then there's the third type of traffic, which is the type of traffic that you will get when you're building a list, when you have traffic that you own, you will never have to worry about how much am I going to pay for this traffic? Is it going to convert? You can basically use this traffic to generate money on a consistent basis, whether it is from selling solo ads, which is what I got into in the first place, or whether it is from CPA marketing, or whether it is from selling your own products. If you have your own traffic, you can do with it whatever you want, and anything you do with it will make you money because there's no investment, so your ROI is always positive. So the best way, basically the only working way to get your own traffic is to build a list, to build your audience, to get people interested in you, to get them on your list and get them in your autoresponder. You will be able to send messages to them over and over again. And like, if you understand this, like traffic and how much of a problem it is for so many internet marketers, then you know that if you have your own traffic, then basically there is no way you're not going to be making any money. So that's why I got, that's when I understood that, that's when I knew like why people are always saying the money is in the list, the money is in the list. It is true, because the list is basically your own traffic source, your own free traffic source, because once you've actually built it, you can use it over and over and over and over again. So that's list building. Now, a solo ad, I was talking about this before, like when I started out, I was thinking of getting into selling solo ads. And selling solo ads is basically you build a list, and once you've actually got a decent sized list, you can, when you send email to the list, with a link in the email, you get a certain amount of clicks on that link in that email. And then you can send those clicks to other list builders that are just starting out, that want to grow their list. And you send clicks to their website so that people will opt into their list. And that's a solo ad. Basically, you're buying traffic that other list builders own. And once you actually build a decent amount of subscribers on your list, then you can sell the clicks, the traffic that you own, to other list builders for them to build their list. And it sounds like, wow, whoa. Is this not like some sort of pyramid scheme where at some point people are just not going to be buying this traffic anymore because people are just selling to each other's lists? But actually that's not the case, because there is a lot more demand in solo ads than there is supply. And the reason for that is that not everybody that's buying solo ads is doing so with the purpose of selling solo ads. A lot of people, they just want to sell products. They just want to, and especially when it comes to network marketing and MLM opportunities, these people are always looking for fresh leads. They need fresh leads into their business in order to grow it, in order to profit from their business. So there's always a much higher demand for traffic than there is a supply of it. So selling solo ads is actually still, even though there's a lot more people into the business right now than there was a few years ago, it's still a very profitable way to make money online with list building. And that's why when I got started out a year ago or so, I decided, okay, I'm going to be building a list and selling solo ads. So I started out and built a small list, used some of the tactics and the strategies that I was being taught. I had joined a membership site that was like $27 a month or something like that, where people were teaching how to set up a list, how to grow your list, how to sell solo ads. but it was so slow. I was never getting to the point where I thought, okay, now I can actually sell solo ads. I was like, my list was growing very slowly. I had no idea what to send to them in a sense of like, what kind of email messages do I send to these people? And I wasn't seeing any return on my investment. So I got a little frustrated. And before I move on to what I actually did after that, I want to talk a little bit about CPA marketing to make sure that you understand how it works. So CPA marketing, CPA stands for cost per action, and it's just like affiliate marketing, but there's a difference, because with affiliate marketing, you're getting paid based on what is called revenue share. So you get a share of the revenue that people make when their product is being sold. So let's say that there is a $47 product and you get 50% commissions. That means that when you actually sell that product, you're going to be getting like 23.5. Is that correct? Yeah, $23.5 for every time that you sell that product. So that's revenue share. You get a piece of the revenue that is being generated through the transaction. With CPA, you get paid a certain amount based upon an action that people take. Now, if it's a sale that's being generated, even if the sale is just for, let's say, $47, it might be that the product owner knows that they're going to get a lot more money from the upsells and the back end of their sales funnel, that they can afford to give you much more than just that $47. So they're not giving you a share of the initial revenue, but they're going to give you a commission based upon their the knowledge that they have about their products and how much they're going to make from that one customer. So you might actually get 70 or 80 bucks from a sale of a $47 product. So that's a major difference between traditional affiliate marketing on a revenue share basis and CPA marketing. You can get much more than just a percentage of the initial sale. Now there's another thing that CPA marketing allows you, which is to make money without even having to make a sale. Because some marketers, some product owners, they are willing to pay you for a lead. So if you get them, usually it's a name and an email address of someone that's interested in their product or that might be interested in your product, they're willing to pay you for that. So they're willing to pay anywhere between like $1 and $2 for every time that you give them a lead, a name and an email address of an interesting prospect. So that's another way that you can monetize with CPA. That's another method of making affiliate commissions from CPA marketing. So when I figured this out, that this is a method to make money, and I was building this list with solo ads, I was at the point where I thought, let's combine the two. And that's when I figured out, obviously I didn't figure this out on my own. I had to pay a lot of money to coaching for someone that had already figured out a great system for combining list building with CPA marketing and making money from your list using CPA. And now the beauty of this thing is that when you can combine them, you no longer have to worry about not making any money in the beginning when you're just building a list and you're not seeing any return whatsoever. Because if you use CPA in your funnel, and I'm going to talk more about that later on, but if you use CPA offers, then you will immediately see some return on your investment. Now, I'm not going to say that you're going to immediately see more than 100% return on your investment, because that would be very, very unrealistic, and it is possible in some ways, to get more than 100% return on your initial investment, but usually you will see at least 40, 50, 60%, and that will encourage you to keep reinvesting whatever you make back and just continue to grow and grow and grow and grow without having to worry about I'm investing so much money, when am I going to see any return? So when I started combining them, when I learned from this coach that taught me all about CPA marketing and list building, finally I was making money online like on a regular basis. It took me just, I started out with him in August. It took me just 2 months before I started seeing regular $100 to $200 days. Like in October, I was already seeing regular days where I was just making between $100 and $200. Like I was logging into my affiliate network, and at the time, I was just starting out. I was refreshing that every single moment, refreshing that page. Oh my God, I'm making so much money. And the best thing is that I was not working very hard. Okay, I was working on this business maybe an hour or two a day, and I was already seeing between $100 and $200 a day, and I was like, wow, this is so insane. So, and after just 2.5 months, I made over $5,000 in a single month just from this method. Just, combining the knowledge of the solo ad world with the knowledge of CPA marketing. And wow, like it was so much for me to it finally hit me like, oh my God, making money online is actually possible. I don't need to, waste any more money on Bitcoins and penny stocks and all that bullshit. I'm finally able to make money. And at the time I was like, okay, I need to reinvest this into further growing my business. So basically that's what I did. I reinvested all my profits into keep growing, but you don't have to do this. I mean, aside from making a lot of reinvestments, I also bought a really fancy laptop. Now I'm sure that I'm gonna get a lot of hate by saying this, but I don't like Apple that much. I'm very used to working with Windows, and I'm very used to having a regular PC. So, and I also think that Apple is overpricing their products. The hardware that's in their products is not worth as much as they're actually charging for them. They're charging a lot of money just for the fact that it's an Apple product, and I don't really like that. So, aside from all that hate on Apple, I decided to buy like a really, 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 really fancy laptop, and the best part about owning a business is you can just write this off as a business expense. I bought this MSI GS60 laptop, and it cost me 2,000 euros, which is like $2,500 approximately. And I could easily afford this, for the first time ever. I could easily afford some really expensive tool like this. And it's an awesome laptop because it's so fast. I have a desktop PC, and I still use my desktop PC quite a lot because I like, the big screen and the monitoring keyboard. But this laptop is actually faster than my desktop PC, and that's actually something that almost never happens. Like laptops are always slower because they're small. They need to they have a limited amount of space to put the hardware in. But this laptop, it's very small, very thin, and very light for the amount of power that it has. So I'm really, really glad that I was able to afford something like this. And that's, the power of finally making money online, finally having a system in place that actually works and that makes you money consistently on a daily basis. So let's get into the actual how it all works, the actual system, the actual method. So there's 5 steps to combining list building with CPA. So I'm going to go over all these steps, but let's just lay them out here quickly for you. So first of all, you're going to need a funnel. A funnel is basically just your website and how it all ties together. Then, of course, you're going to be needing CPA offers to actually monetize the traffic. And you're going to need traffic. Obviously, you're going to be needing, in the beginning, you're going to be needing to build what I call a seed list. And a seed list is the first few subscribers on your list to get the ball rolling. You're going to be needing to know how to actually store these email addresses and actually send messages to them. So that's the fourth step. And then the fifth step is to engage the rush hour method, where you will just make endless traffic from your list, get new subscribers onto your list using this traffic. And this is like endless and it's free. And this is the best part. Once you actually get to this stage, you will see an avalanche of traffic into your funnel. Every single day you will make more and more and more and more. And once you get to this stage, you will basically hit a point where you are making consistent $100, $200 days, and you will never want to go back to being the shiny object chaser, to having the monkey mind. You will know, like, oh wow, I finally discovered this is how you make money online. This is what I'm gonna do. So let's get into the first step, the funnel. People overcomplicate this, just like with everything that's in internet marketing. People make these crazy funnels that look just like this, and you're like, you might be looking at this and like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Or you might say like, wow, what is this? I don't even understand what this is all about. So a funnel, yes, it can look like this, but it will only really look like this if you have a 7 or 8 figure business. If you're going to be just starting out, you want to listen to Einstein. Einstein said everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. And what that means is you want to drill down into the very basics of something, and then of course you don't want to make it simpler. You don't want to make it so simple that it no longer works, but you want to make it really simple. And what I just showed you, this picture, it's not simple. It's hugely complicated, and it's overcomplicated. You don't need to be as complicated as that. When Einstein figured out, what we now use for nuclear fission, which is E is mc squared. This formula, E equals mc squared, is really simple. It's like it's 5 signs, but nuclear energy and like nuclear physics is like the most complicated subject on Earth, like apart from rocket science maybe, but I guess that some nuclear physics is involved in rocket science as well. So like it's like the most complicated physical subject on Earth, but he managed to simplify it into this formula, E equals mc squared, and he was able to explain the consequences of nuclear energy and nuclear fission to everybody using this formula. And that's the beauty of making things simple. In fact, did you know that Einstein actually underestimated, even Einstein did not understand like fully what kind of impact nuclear energy would have on the world. Like when he first discovered, like, oh wow, it's actually possible to produce nuclear energy in this way, he wrote a letter to the President of the United States, which is, at the time it was Franklin Roosevelt was the President of the United States, and he wrote a letter to him saying that if you create a bomb using this nuclear fission, and you put the bomb on a ship and you sail the ship into a harbor, and you were to detonate the bomb, you would be able to destroy the entire harbor. That's what Einstein wrote to Franklin Roosevelt in this letter. And if you read back to that now, you're like, wow, he underestimated the power of nuclear energy so much. Because later on, of course, they discovered that no, you don't just destroy the entire harbor, you destroy the entire city and everything around it as well. Like, the power of nuclear energy was so misunderstood by everybody. But when Einstein finally figured it out and he wrote down this formula, E equals mc squared, that's when people really figured out like how much of an impact it would have. So back to the funnel. Like, let's make it as simple as possible. So let's no longer talk about this nuclear physics funnel, but let's talk about this. This is the CPA rush hour funnel. This is how we're going to simplify something that might seem very complicated, but if you actually write it out, then you will see it's really, really simple. There's just 5 steps to it, and the third step is even something that's going to be taken out once we're actually reaching at the 5th step. So once we're actually at the 5th step, there will only be 4 steps left to this whole thing, and this is as close as you get to push button riches. Okay, people say this all the time. There are these products that are being sold where they promise you a piece of software and you just use this piece of software and it will generate money on autopilot. All you have to do is push a button. And you know as well as I do that this is all bullshit, that none of this actually works. But this is as close as you can get, because once you've actually engaged the traffic in the 5th box, in the number 5, then you will see an unlimited amount of traffic into your funnel, and it will be just like pushing a button, because you will be sending emails to your list, and that's like you don't even have to completely write your own emails from scratch. It's just copy pasting and then changing it a little bit, pushing the send button, and you will be making money. So let's move on and let's go to the first part of the funnel. The first part of the funnel is what I call the landing page. And some people say it's a squeeze page, some people say it's an opt-in page. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's a page where people will put in their email address and they will be put on your list when they do that. So this is the first part of, this is your funnel, and this is where your traffic goes. So whether you get free traffic or you pay for traffic, you send it to your landing page, to your squeeze page. And the only thing that really matters when you use the CPA rush hour method is to have a high converting squeeze page, a high converting landing page. You don't necessarily need to worry so much about anything else other than the amount of people that get onto your landing page that actually choose to opt in, to enter their email address and proceed. So we call this the conversion rate of your squeeze page. So the conversion rate is a percentage, and it's a percentage of the total visitors to your page that choose to opt in. So let's say you send 100 people into your funnel, and out of 100 people, 33 people decide to opt in. That means that your conversion rate at the time is 33%. Now, let's say you optimize your page a little bit and you increase the conversion. At that point, your conversion rate will go up to 40%. That means for every 100 people that you send to your page, 40 people will opt in. And because we are using this method where traffic is practically free and we are sending them to CPA offers, and we basically know how well the CPA offers convert, it means that if you increase the conversion of your landing page, of your squeeze page, you will directly increase your profits. So that's why it's really, really important to continuously increase the conversion rate of your squeeze page, of your landing page. But of course, if you're just starting out, you have no idea how to make a high converting squeeze page. So with the type of traffic that we're going to be using, which is list traffic, traffic from other list builders, we're going to be using a formula that's basically proven to convert really well. we're going to make a very simple squeeze page, a very simple squeeze page. It has to have only these elements: a headline, a sub-headline, which is actually kind of optional. You don't even need that. An opt-in form, obviously, you will need a box where people can enter their email address, and a call to action, which is the button that's just below the box. And that's all you need. So let's talk about all these elements and how you can maximize them for high conversion. So first of all, the headline. Now, a good formula for a headline is actually, to make it really simple, you can do something like this, like how to make a specific amount of money. So you can say $100 a day, but that's not specific enough. People will be skeptical when you do that. So it's easier to say like how to make $146 a day, and then you can say like in just 26 days. Again, you want to be specific. If you just say in a month, that's not specific enough, and again, people will be skeptical. How, you know, is this even real? It's probably not. He's just making this up. Whereas if you go say like something really specific, like $146 a day, then it's more believable. They will know, oh wow, okay, so there's actually a method for making this amount of money in a day, and in just 26 days. So, oh, so people are doing this in just 26 days. It's not just generic, like in a month. Yeah, sure, in a month. And then you want to say like, you can say something else like how you're actually doing it. So, for example, using a simple copy-paste method, for example. Or you can use something like without having to sell anything. That works even better because this one is like appealing to it being really simple and anyone can do it. But this is more appealing to like the objections that people might have, like, oh, do I need to sell something? I don't know how to sell anything. I can't sell anything. So if you say something like without having to sell anything, people will be like, huh, that's interesting. I don't have to sell anything and I can make money online. Wow, that's cool. So that's for the headline. Obviously, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more ways that you can make a headline well high converting, and you're going to want to test this out yourself. But if you're just starting out, using something like this, it's really simple to make a headline like this. You can just I suggest you just write down 10 or 20 headlines, and then you pick the best one from those, and that's it. That's all you need to make a good headline about making money online. The sub-headline is basically something that reinforces your call to action. So in this case, you could use something like, enter your email below to get access to the free training, or enter your email below to instantly get a download link for your free report. Something like that. Obviously, if you're doing something like that, you will actually want to give away something for free, which I'm going to talk about, but basically in the first email that you send people when they opt in, you're going to want to give away a freebie, something for free. Now, don't have to really worry about this too much right now, but you have to make sure that you are congruent in your message. So if you're going to have a headline like make $146 a day in just 26 days, then you kind of want to make sure that your freebie is actually something that teaches people how to make money online. And if it's not specifically this amount in this amount of time, that doesn't really matter that much. But you want to make sure that they're actually getting something that they're expecting. So make sure that you're actually giving away something, some free report on some video lesson about making a certain amount of money online. So that's for your headline. Your sub-headline is, like I said, it reinforces your call to action. It reinforces people to actually do the opt-in. It could also be a headline before you're actually, like a pre-headline, which could say something like free report reveals ... So like if this is your headline, then it could be like free report reveals how to make blah 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 blah. So that's like a pre-headline. You could also use that, or you could say like enter your email below to receive the free report, and then you have like a colon, and then here's like the opt-in box. So this would be like where people enter their email, and then of course there's the button. So this is all you need on your squeeze page. So the opt-in form is something that you will be generating in your autoresponder. Now, an autoresponder is a piece of software, and I'm going to talk more about this in step 4, where we're going to be talking about email. But it's a piece of software that you can use to capture email addresses and store them, and then send email to these people. So you will be needing that when we reach step 4. I'm going to be talking about that more. So the opt-in form is generated in your autoresponder. You don't really have to do anything. They have like a opt-in form generator, and you just click a few buttons and you will have an opt-in form. The call to action is the button. It could be reinforced using arrows, for example, arrows pointing toward the button. Some people have reported that this increases conversions. Some people say that it decreases conversions. In my opinion, using arrows works, but you're going to have to test this out yourself if you want. But the call to action is the actual button. It's the submit button, and the worst thing you can do is actually have it say submit. Okay, I see this so many times. People have a button on their squeeze page and the button says submit. You don't want to do that, okay? You want to make it a real call to action. You want to make people want to really click that button. So it could say, click here now to access, or get instant access now. That one really works well. Or give me my free report. Get me in now. Something like that. Like it really appeals to people's emotion, like they want to do it right now, they want to click that button, and that's what you want to do for your call to action. So let's go over some examples of squeeze pages, and I'm going to show you two, one that I would think would not work very well for this method, and one that I think would work well for this method. So first, I'm going to show you this one, which is a more traditional, it's kind of old school, I guess, squeeze page for making money online offers. And there's a lot of content on this page. There's a lot of text here. And I would say that this is way, way too distracting. People are going to be reading all of this and they're like, oh, that's not really what I'm looking for, so I'm not going to opt in. What you want to do is you want to appeal to people's curiosity. So if you have like a headline like it is, people will be very curious. Let's go back here. A headline like this, like a very curious, what is this simple copy-paste method that can make me $146 a day? Whereas if you have a squeeze page that already lays out everything about what you're going to be giving away, then they might make the decision, that's not really what I want. While if you tell them, hey, here is a way to make $146 a day with a simple copy-paste method in just 26 days, they would be like, oh, interesting, I want to know what the method actually is. So that's far more likely to have them opt in. Also, something you don't want to do, you don't want to have a name field. There's no reason to capture people's names. They will fill in false names anyway, and it will decrease your opt-in rate because the more people have to fill in, the less likely they're actually to do it. The button, it is a good call to action, free instant access, but it's like a really ugly, gray looking Windows 95 style button. It doesn't really stand out here. So this is like an old school squeeze page. It used to work very well a couple years ago, maybe even like 10 years ago, but right now the squeeze pages that work so much better are more like this. And this is a really simple squeeze page. It has like the pre-headline, video reveals, then the main headline, how you can completely replace your 95 in 30 days or less, spending no more than 30 minutes a day. Now, like I just said, 30 days, 30 minutes, it's not really that specific. You could make it a little more specific, like say in 28 days or less, spending no more than 36 minutes a day, something like that. It will make it even more believable, but still it's a pretty good headline. Working from home reinforces it again, and then there is all you need is access to the internet to start. That's like their sub headline to make it appeal to like everybody. Like that's the one thing that you want to do. You want to appeal, you want the page to appeal to everybody. Everybody wants this. Like, do you know anyone that wouldn't want to replace their 95 in 30 days with spending just 30 days working from home? I mean, of course, like everybody would be interested in this. So that's what you want your squeeze page to do. You want it to appeal to as many people as possible. Then there is the opt-in box, which is just enter your email here. That usually works well if you have like, you really want to tell people what to do on your page. So having the box say enter your email here will increase your conversion rate, because people will be, oh, I need to enter my email here. Whereas if it's like an empty box or it just says email, like empty is the worst thing you can do. Like an empty box, people won't even know they have to put in their email. Like, of course they will, but it will take a little bit of mental effort to realize, oh, I need to enter my email here. And even that little bit of mental effort, it sounds like ridiculous that people wouldn't want to take that little bit of effort, but still there is people that will just not take the effort, and it will decrease your conversion rate if you do not tell them exactly what to do on your squeeze page. So that's what you want to do. You want to have a box that says enter your email here, enter your email address here. Sometimes it says like enter your best email here. That's to convince people to use their primary email address. I don't think it really makes that much of a difference to use something like that, but I haven't tested it extensively enough to say for sure. And then there's the button which says access now. Like that's a really good call to action, because it's like it's imminent. It really appeals to people's sense of like taking action right now. Like do it now. Like not later, not tomorrow, not in 5 minutes. Do it now. The background, I'm a little ambiguous about backgrounds like this, because I think they're being overused over the last few years, and it doesn't really increase conversions as much anymore as it used to. Like a background like this really appeals to people's sense of, pleasure. Like if people imagine, making money online, having an online business, you can do it from anywhere. You can do it from the beach. And when people think about a beach, they think about like this tropical beach, just like that. And people will be, this will appeal to people's senses, their emotions, their feelings of want. So that's why it used to work pretty well. But because they've been overused over time, I think it doesn't work as well anymore as they used to. And it might be better to actually have a more blank background. Now, I've been using blank backgrounds on my squeeze pages, and it works very well. I've also been using backgrounds that are more promoting like that there's actually money involved. Like I use like a screenshot of a PayPal account as the background. That works really well as well. But I'm still, even now after months and months and months, I'm still not really sure about backgrounds on squeeze pages. I've been testing it, and sometimes it converts better, sometimes it converts worse. You would really have to test it, but for now I would say just pick something and go with it. Don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it. If you just use a squeeze page like this, it will convert at definitely more than 30%, 40, 50% even if you have really good traffic. So if you have conversion rates like that, you don't really have to worry that much about improving it, about split testing and all that sort of technical stuff that people do to increase their conversions. All you need to do is just drive traffic to a squeeze page like that and then make CPA profits. That's really all you have to do. So get it like a simple squeeze page. Of course, I will be including a squeeze page with this product. You can get it on the page below. You can download your squeeze page, just edit the headlines, put in your own opt-in form, and you can get going with a squeeze page like this. It's really, really easy to get started. So that's the landing page, that's the squeeze page, and that's number one, part one of the funnel. Alright, so now that we've talked about what the landing page should look like, what the elements are on your landing page, and how they should be structured, let's talk about how to actually build a landing page. Which kind of tools that you want to use to build your landing page. So there are a few ways you can do this, and they all have their advantages and disadvantages. So let's talk about that. First of all, you could do it yourself. Now, I understand if you say like, I'm not a technical person, I can't do this. But it's actually not that hard to build your own website using a tool called WordPress. If you've heard of it before, then you probably know why. If you haven't, WordPress is originally like a blogging platform where you can visually create websites. But it's for more than just blogs now, because everybody started using it for all sorts of websites, and now it's become so advanced and so easy to use that like any website can be built with WordPress. So WordPress is definitely an option. You could just use the integrated tools in your autoresponder, the software with which you capture the email addresses, to create the sign-up form, like the box where the email is put in and the button below it. And then the headline and sub-headline, you can just use the WordPress editor to create those. And then you have a really simple squeeze page that you can use just simply using WordPress. It's very easy, it's very simple to do. And if you don't really know how, but you want to give it a try, I'm sure you can find some really easy to use WordPress tutorials on YouTube or anything like that. But if you're a little more technical and if you want to give it a try to actually build something yourself from scratch, then you could use HTML or CSS. Now, this is only for really technical people. If you aren't even remotely technical, I would definitely not recommend you go this route, especially for your first landing page or squeeze page. So I'm not going to go into that in any more details, because I think that if you know what this means, if you know what it is, then you probably already know how it works and how to build one. If you don't, just skip this part and let's go straight to the second option, which is using a tool that is specifically made for the purpose of making landing pages, or at least marketing pages. So right now there are 3 tools available on the market that are really, really popular and that are widely used amongst the internet marketer space. And these are Leadpages, OptimizePress, and InstaBuilder. Leadpages is a platform that is running on their website where you can just drag and drop websites, squeeze pages, landing pages, and even some other pages that can be used for funnels. There are some advantages to this and some disadvantages. The advantage is that they're hosting everything, there's full support on the platform, and you don't even need to have your own hosting, although I would still recommend you get it, because you kind of want to use the you kind of don't want to be limited to only what they offer on their platform when it comes to hosting things. However, if you're just starting out and you just want to get this CPA rush hour system going, then definitely all you need is Leadpages. If that's something that appeals to you, like drag and drop editor, build your page and set it up and let's get going right now. The disadvantage is that you're kind of limited to the templates that Lead Pages provides. They're really good templates, don't get me wrong on that. They're really awesome templates, and the best part is that because they host everything themselves on their own platform, they have a lot of data from the other users. And there's millions of people that are using Lead Pages, like from really small one-person businesses to really big companies with thousands or millions of visitors a day. So Lead Pages knows which pages convert well, and they continuously optimize their templates to have high converting pages. So that's the advantage of Lead Pages. The disadvantage is you're limited to the templates they're using. You're just not as flexible with the kind of pages that you can make. And if you want to really change something, if you want it a little more your style, then the other two options, which are Optimize Press and InstaBuilder, are probably more to your liking. Now there's another thing that is a disadvantage of Lead Pages, which is that because it's hosted on their platform and because you are using all of their tools and their resources, you're going to have to pay a monthly fee to actually use Lead Pages. Now, if you're at a stage in your business where you're getting consistent recurring income from your business, consistent recurring revenue, I should say, then definitely Lead Pages is worth it. Even if it's just for testing out their templates and how well it converts for you. However, the other platforms that you can use, Optimize Press and InstaBuilder, they're a one-time fee. So if that's more to your liking, then Lead Pages really is quite expensive if you're just starting out. So if you're completely new to everything, completely new to internet marketing, you don't even have a website yet, then you might want to look into a more affordable option to begin with. So Optimize Press and InstaBuilder are not cheap. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Especially Optimize Press, which is, let's see, Lead Pages. I'm just going to show you because I have it right here. This is the pricing structure for Lead Pages, which is, you definitely don't want to get the standard plan because it doesn't have export and split testing. And well, what split testing is, if you don't know, it's just basically you make two variations of the same page, where, for example, on one you have a headline that says how to make $146 in 28 days. Let's use the example I used before, like how to make $146 in 28 days using a simple copy and paste method. And then on the other page you would have like the same page, same look, same graphics and call to action and everything else. Only you're going to use the other headline that I said, like how to make $146 in 28 days without selling anything. And then you have both pages and you send equal amount of traffic. So 50% of your traffic to one page, 50 to the other page, and then the platform will determine for you which of those two pages converts better. And then from then on, you can use that headline, the one that converted better, and then you can, for example, split test another thing like the call to action. So let's say that the one that says copy and paste method worked better, so you're going to use that headline. And then you have the button where it says give me free instant access, and you're gonna test free instant access now. And those two can be another element that you want to test, like which one is gonna be converting better. So that's split testing. It's really, really great to have split testing because you will continuously improve the conversion rate of your squeeze pages. Now, you really do not need to have a platform with integrated split testing because there are alternatives, there are other methods you can use to do split testing, but it's really, really convenient to have it built into your platform. And especially if you're going to be using Lead Pages, where the pages are actually hosted on their platform, then you do want to have integrated split testing. Otherwise, you're going to have to export your pages all the time and use your own split testing methods. So $67 a month is the price for Lead Pages if you want to make use of the more advanced options of their platform. So let's look at OptimizePress. OptimizePress is a much more advanced platform, or it's a WordPress plugin actually. So you wouldn't have a platform. It's more like you would host your own web page with WordPress and then install OptimizePress on it. The same is true for InstaBuilder. It's also a WordPress plugin. But that's very convenient because you have full control over your own website, and OptimizePress is just a lot more advanced in the sense that you have so much more control over the way your pages look. And that's why for landing pages, I guess it doesn't matter that much. But if you're gonna go ahead and sell your own products in the future, or add a lot more pages to your funnel for some other reason, then you have a lot more flexibility with OptimizePress when it comes to how your pages actually look. So if you want your pages to be a bit more personal, be a bit more to your own style, then OptimizePress is probably a better way, a better platform to use to create your pages. However, OptimizePress is not very cheap either. You can get started with OptimizePress for $97, but you can only use it on 3 websites for that price. Whereas the other packages, which is the publisher package for $197 and the pro package for $297, can be used on 10 and 30 sites respectively. So, well, right now you might say, why would I want more than one website? Let's just say that as soon as you start growing your business, you will definitely want to have more than one website. So having it on 3, 10, 30, it's nice, but I feel that it's a little limited in the amount of pages or the amount of websites that you can use it on. I would really like if they had like an unlimited package. They did have one before, I believe, and they took it down. I'm not really sure. Maybe if you contact them, there's still a way to get an unlimited package, but I can't imagine it being very cheap considering their 30 sites package is already $297. So that's like the disadvantage of OptimizePress. Another disadvantage is that it's not really fast. I'm using OptimizePress on some of my websites myself. It's not the fastest tool out there. It can be a little sluggish sometimes, even though I'm using fast VPS hosting, so it's not my hosting. If you use like standard HostGator or shared hosting, it's going to be even slower. It's just because it's such an advanced platform, I guess. But this is, if you like really fast, flexible software, then Leadpages and InstaBuilder are just a little better in that regard. Leadpages because it's completely hosted on their platform, and InstaBuilder is something that I also have InstaBuilder, and I feel like if I just want a quick page, like in a few minutes, I just want to click a page together, then InstaBuilder works better for me. So let's talk about InstaBuilder. InstaBuilder is a lot cheaper. It's like a lot cheaper than these other alternatives. And the reason for that is it's a newer platform. They do not have as big a name for themselves yet in the market as OptimizePress and Leadpages. So I can imagine that they might raise their prices in the future. As well as the fact that they don't have as many templates included in InstaBuilder, and their templates are a little more basic, I guess. However, InstaBuilder, let's see if you can see some pages. InstaBuilder is a really easy to use platform. It's just as drag and drop as the other two are. And you can build, like you can see here, like these squeeze pages that you can build. They're really nice squeeze pages. You can use this like 2-step opt-in where they click a button first and then they get this opt-in form. That usually converts very, very well. You have all these elements, and these are the templates. So it's pretty nice. It's a pretty good tool. And if you are looking for a tool to build your websites rather than doing it yourself or using a done-for-you package, then I would recommend, if you're just starting out, to get the unlimited license of InstaBuilder. It's $97, and with $97 you can use it on unlimited domains. Now, if you plan to use, or if you plan to build websites for others, you can actually get the developer license of InstaBuilder for $197, and you can use it to build websites for other people. Now, if this is something that you're interested in, maybe you want to do like a done-for-you package for others, or maybe you want to build websites for other people as a service, then getting a developer license for $197, in my opinion, it's very cheap. It's very, very cheap to be able to use their pages for clients for just $197. It may sound like a lot of money right now, but considering how much money you can actually charge people to build websites for them, like even if you can get one client, you can easily get just the entire developer license back from that one client. So that sounds like a great deal to me. I would not recommend getting the 3-site license, even if it is for the simple fact that the unlimited license is only $20 more, and 3 is just so limited compared to unlimited. Like the difference is huge. Like I would not have enough if for a 3-site license. Now, I don't know if you get the 3-site license, you can upgrade to the unlimited one later on if they allow you to do that. But I would just jump straight in and go for the unlimited one. So that's the options for you. If you have a bit more money to spend, if you feel like you are ready to play with the big boys, so to speak, then look into Lead Pages, OptimizePress, InstaBuilder. They are all great tools, and so many people that are really big in this business are using these pages. Even like 6, 7, 8-figure marketers are using these tools in their business. So if you start using these tools, you will definitely be playing with the big boys. Now, the last option, which is probably the most appealing to you right now if you're just starting out, is to use a done-for-you package. Now, done-for-you package could be in the form of a PLR package, which stands for private label rights, where you have the option of using the entire package, rebranding it in your own name, changing everything, changing all the pages, changing the reports, etc. So what you can do is just grab the free template that I provide for you on this page, and it's yours. It's all yours. You can use it however you want. There's a download link below. You can grab that squeeze page, change the graphics on it, change the headline, change the opt-in box, whatever you want. You're going to have to make sure that it's actually linked to your own autoresponder, of course. But once that's done, it's yours. It's all yours. Now, if you want a few more templates, and you want to have a few more advanced features on your squeeze pages, such as a deflector, which basically sends only new leads that haven't been through your funnel before to your squeeze page, and sends the old leads to a CPA offer directly without having to go through your landing page. That will definitely increase your profits. And you can also use like a rotator to have multiple CPA offers. Like all of these things are provided for you, completely done for you in my done for you funnel package. So if you got that from me, then definitely use that one. There are like the functions that I put into this, the features are like features that normally you would use software that ranges from like $97 to even $297 to use this software. But these are all included in my done for you funnel package, as well as a free report to give away with your opt-in, and a few emails that you can send out to your list. So that's definitely an option if you want to start right now and you don't feel like building a web page, building a landing page. Then all you need to do is get the done for you package and just watch the videos on how to actually set it up and install it. There's also some videos on how to upload the pages to your hosting, etc., etc., how to get the deflector and rotator working, and how to set it all up in your autoresponder. So that's for you if you feel like you want to start right now, you don't want to use anything to create your own web pages. And I suppose that for most of you, that's like, if you're new to this, if you haven't done any sort of web pages before, then that's probably the best option right now, because you will get proven high converting squeeze pages that you don't need to do anything to get working. The next part in the funnel, the number 2, is of course the CPA offer. Now this is where you're going to make your money, because you're sending traffic to your landing page, and as soon as people opt into your landing page, you're going to want to send them to a CPA offer. Now you can use CPA offers that pay you on a sale, and you can use CPA offers that pay you on a lead, as I told you before. But either way, you will be making money when people convert after opting into your landing page. Now, how is this any different from using traditional affiliate offers like ClickBank, JVZoo, and Warrior Plus offers? First of all, as I told about before, there's the difference between revenue share and CPA, where with revenue share, you're only getting a percentage of the amount of money that is actually being made on the front end offer. Whereas with a CPA offer, you're generally getting a larger piece of the pie when it comes to the actual money that the vendor makes. So if you, let's say, have someone buy a $47 product, you can easily get like a $70 or $60 commission on that with CPA offers. So your generally your EPCs with CPA offer will be higher. Another reason that you're going to want to use CPA offers is because they're different. They're different in the sense that CPA offers in the make money online niche, which is called the BizOp vertical in CPA terms. That's just BizOp vertical is like CPA speak for make money online niche. So if you want to get these kind of offers, you're going to have to look for CPA offers, because what's different about these offers is that they're far more generic. They're far more appealing to a generic audience that is not necessarily already in the internet marketing niche, that is not necessarily already knowledgeable about how to make money online. They're not necessarily looking for a specific solution to a specific problem. They're generally looking for a way to make money online or work from home. Very often they are looking to work from home. And the content in these kind of offers is geared more towards people that are completely new, that have no experience whatsoever making money online, and they want to discover everything there is to know about it, or maybe they want to just get like an online job where they're told exactly what to do, they're told exactly how to do it, and all they need to do is just do that, and then they will get some kind of payment. Usually network marketing offers work very well for these kind of people, and many of these CPA offers are just a network marketing offer that has some kind of a front end where there's like a one-time payment, and then after that they're funneled towards network marketing or MLM style of offers, and that's how people make their money on the back end of these offers. So these type of offers, they're generally promoted in a more generic sense as make money online and work from home offers, as well as the type of marketing, the style of marketing that is being used on these offers is a little more hypey. It is a little more appealing to people's feelings and emotions, and this just makes them convert so much better with the type of audience that we are attracting when we are doing list building using list building traffic such as solo ads and ad swaps, which I'm going to talk about later. So the audience that we are getting with this method of list building is more likely to convert with CPA offers in the BizOp niche than it is with make money or internet marketing offers on ClickBank, JVZoo, and Warrior Plus. So that's the reason you definitely want to use CPA offers for this type of traffic. Now, don't be afraid of CPA in the sense that it doesn't take a lot to get accepted into CPA networks. People are so scared of this sometimes, like, oh, I need to have a phone call, I don't know what to say, I am completely new. Now, first of all, the CPA offers or the CPA networks where this is true, where you need a phone call to get in, are usually not even the best ones for the make money online world. They're very great if you're looking for health offers, if you're looking for financial offers, where I'm talking about like credit cards, credit scores, payday loans, such offers. They're very good for like real estate offers, like sell homes, buy homes, rent to own, etc. So if you're looking for those kind of CPA offers, then yes, you might want to get in more the traditional CPA networks such as Max Bounty, Neverblue, and Peerfly. However, if you are looking specifically for BizOp offers, if you're looking specifically for make money online niche offers, then these networks will not offer you what you are looking for. Now, I just logged into my Max Bounty account, and I just want to show you this. Like, I did a search for BizOp offers that apply to the United States, and this is the result. There's just like, these are the ones that accept email. That's just like 5, 6 offers. Max Bounty has only 6 BizOp offers that accept email traffic, and they're all lead submits. There's no sales offers. They're all offers where people have to enter their details, and usually it's not even a one-page offer. It's like they have to fill in a name, an email address, a phone number, etc., etc. So the conversion rate isn't even going to be that great. So Max Bounty and probably, well, for sure Peerfly, I'm in that one as well. They have a very limited amount as well, like just a handful of offers. Neverblue, I don't think I'm in that right now, but they don't have, I'm pretty sure that they don't have a very wide selection of CPA offers in the BizOp niche either. However, if you go to a private affiliate network that is catered specifically to make money online, you will find the best and highest converting BizOp offers, CPA offers that you can find. And this private affiliate network that I'm talking about is Cash Network. Cash Network, it's a private affiliate network in the sense that you will need a referral to get in. Now, the good news, of course, is that I can provide you with a referral. And this is awesome, because if you've been through this training, if you've been through CPA Rush Hour, then you will know enough about CPA offers, about CPA marketing, and about making money online using list building to get into a network like this. There's really nothing else that you need. When I just got started, this is all I knew. This is all I knew for a very long time, and it's all I needed to get into Cash Network, because I had a referral from my mentor, from my coach, and he got me in Cash Network. So just like that, I'm going to get you into Cash Network, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to be okay, you're going to be accepted. So here's how you can get into Cash Network. You're going to grab the link below, and you're going to end up on a page, not this one, this is like their homepage, cashnetwork.com, and you don't want to go there and click apply here, because if you're going to do that, they're not going to accept you because you don't have a referral. However, if you click on the referral link, you will also end up on this page. You just fill in this. See, they don't even ask you for like how are you going to promote the offers and stuff like that, because if you got a referral, they're going to get you in. That's pretty much how it works. So you probably want to leave your Skype ID or like AIM or Google Talk, but probably Skype, so they can actually talk to you and get you set up. You're going to want to contact your affiliate manager and, you know, just say hi to him and tell him that you've been through the training that I provided and that you're ready to make some money with Cash Network. Just introduce yourself, etc. You don't even have to do that if you don't feel like it, but it's a pretty good idea to just build some kind of a relationship with your account manager for any CPA networks. Now, once you're actually in Cash Network, then you're going to end up on this page, which is like your backend for Cash Network. And here at the offers is where you're going to find the offers. Now I'm going to switch over to this screen because I'm actually going to need to use a US proxy to show you these offers because I'm not in the US and some of these offers don't show up if you're not in the US. But you can see the layout's a bit screwed up on this browser, but doesn't matter. So I'm going to show you a couple of CPA offers that they have in Cash Network and what you're going to want to look for. So first of all, you're going to want to set the vertical to BizOp. So over here you can click on the arrow, you set this to BizOp, and it will only show BizOp offers. So here you can see like it's all CPA, of course, and there's the price range which goes from like $1 for like BizOp lead. You can see here over at vertical it has BizOp and BizOp lead submit. Lead submit means that it's a CPL offer where people only have to enter like name and email address, sometimes a phone number, and this BizOp usually means that they need to actually buy something for you to make a commission. Now, how do you find good high converting offers on Cash Network? One way is to actually look at the EPCs of the offers on the front page of Cash Network. If you're just logging in, I can show you that right now, I think, because it's just gonna screw up with the, but if you just log in, you go to your front page. At the bottom of the front page there will be a list of offers and their EPCs. Now this is not very accurate information because you don't really know how other affiliates are driving traffic to these offers, so it might not be the same for you. It might not be the same offers that convert well for you. So you basically just want to test it out. So if you're just starting out, you're going to want to stick to lead submit. So I'm going to sort this, and over here you can see that these offers offer anywhere between $1 and $2.50 to $2.75 over here. So $2.75, usually those offers require a lot more from the user. If you want to preview an offer, just click on it and you can go over here. You can see a preview of the actual landing page. So this one actually only requires people to enter a first name, a last name, and an email address. So I expect that they will require a double opt-in, which means that people have to confirm their email address for this one, because otherwise it's probably not going to be $2.75 for just name and email address. That's very high. Normally with name and email address it's more like $1.25, like this one. So let's show that. Yeah, see, so this one has like first name, best email address. That's the only thing that they need to fill in. And you can see this is a pretty traditional style of squeeze page. It has a bit more content. Usually these squeeze pages on CPA offers have more content because they want people to be able to run it on different traffic sources. Like if you're using your own traffic, it really doesn't matter what the squeeze page looks like. But if you're using like PPC traffic from search engines, they will want more content on the page to actually allow you to promote the page. Although I think that this might actually be a little too limited for most search engines, but it has a privacy policy and that sort of stuff, so I guess Bing would be okay with it. Anyway, that's irrelevant for now because you're going to use your own traffic, so it doesn't matter what the page looks like. See, this one has some content here as well and some. There's no privacy policy though, so you couldn't run this on a search engine. So that's CPL offers, and you're going to want to pick one of those. You might want to use like a rotator where you can put in multiple offers and send people to multiple offers and then check which one converts best. Now, if this offer is still active by the time you're watching this, for me, this offer, Real Estate Mogul CPL, is by far the best offer for me right now. It pays $3 and it actually pays $3 on a single page opt-in. All they need is a name and an email address. It's really crazy. The thing is, it caters more specifically to people interested in real estate entrepreneurship. So if your traffic isn't really interested in that, it won't convert at like 40 or 50%, like more generic make money online or work at home offers. But because of the high payout of $3, even if it converts at like 10 or 20%, it's still a really good offer to promote. You will still get between 30 and 60 cents EPC for a lead submit offer that's really, really high. So that's one that I'm actively promoting right now when it comes to CPL. However, if you get more traffic, you might want to look more into the CPS offers, which is the cost per sale offers, where you get paid a commission based on a sale. Now, it's a lot harder to determine which of these offers convert well, because just looking at the page is not going to be enough. Like, let's pick one of these CPL offers that aren't converting so well. I think this one. And you can easily see why. Because they require a phone number. People are not going to be putting in their phone number on a squeeze page. Or at least a lot less people are going to be doing that, especially if it's a very generic squeeze page with very little content like this one. This one is like, this is the type of squeeze page that I recommended you use, and it works extremely well if all you want is an email address. But if you want a phone number, you're going to have to give people a lot more information about what it is they're actually going to get in return. And this is not enough. So this sort of squeeze page with a phone number is not going to convert well. So you don't want to promote CPL offers where they ask for a phone number. And this is something I've tested a lot, and time again, CPL offers where they require a phone number do not convert very well. Now with CPS offers, the sale offers, usually what you want to look for is an offer that has a lower cost to consumers than the CPA payout. So the payout is higher than what people have to pay for the product on the front end. Now this is hard to determine. If you don't know what the payout's going to be, or what the cost to consumer is going to be, you can ask your affiliate manager. Over here you can see who your affiliate manager is and how you can contact him. Let's look at that on the normal version. Like, you can see my account manager Josh Sylvester, you can IM in him over here, you can send him an email, and that's it. Just contact him, ask him like, hey, do you have any do you know any CPA offers with a low cost to consumer and a high payout? And he will probably tell you if this offer is still active by the time you're watching this. My online business is a very good one. My online business is a CPA offer that pays $120, where the consumer has to buy for only $49. So you're getting a huge commission compared to what the consumer has to pay for the product on the front end. And the reason for that is that they know how to convert people on the back end. They will make so much more from that one customer when they actually have the sale on the front end for $49. They will make more and more because they're upselling people. They're going to get them into high-end like coaching programs, etc. So they know that if they get a customer that is willing to pay $49, it's going to be worth a lot more than $120 to them. So they can afford to pay you $120 for that customer. And that's why CPA offers are really awesome, and why you really want to look for these type of offers where the front end costs less than the actual payout for the CPA offer. If you, for some reason, for whatever reason, cannot get into Cash Network, an alternative to Cash Network, which is, I have to say, it's far worse. It's far worse, but it is the most, the best alternative that you can find, and it's ClickSure. ClickSure, you might have heard of it. It is an affiliate network. It's easy to get in because you don't need a referral or a phone call or anything like that. You can just sign up, register on their website, and you're in. And you can find CPA offers over there. Now, I'm not actively promoting offers on ClickSure right now, but I can show you some. You can see that on ClickSure, they actually have this My Online Business offer as well. It also pays out $120 here, with a $49 sale, but you're going to need to build some kind of a reputation with the network in order to be allowed to promote this. So you're going to want to promote some other offers first. So that's one of the disadvantages of ClickSure. Many of their offers are actually binary options offers, and they're a little sketchy. They don't convert as well anymore because people kind of don't trust those offers anymore for good reason. And it's just a lot harder to make money with this kind of binary options offers. But if you go over here at e-business and e-marketing, you can find affiliate marketing offers. And there's some affiliate marketing offers over here. I guess there's some that you can promote. Yeah, this one you could promote without needing any sort of trust with the network. So, and this one pays out $100. It doesn't say how much the cost to consumer is on this one, but maybe if you just go to their page, you can find out. Just go to this URL, watch. You're gonna have to watch through like a 30-minute video usually. So you might just want to mute your speakers and open it on the background while you do something else, and then wait for it to go through the whole sales video. Please do not buy into these sales videos. They're really hypey. They're really good at like converting people. So ClickSure offers, they do not provide as much value in my opinion. So only go there if you really have no other option. But you might get some decent conversions on ClickSure. So that's ClickSure. That's the alternative to a cash network if you just cannot find a way to get into cash network for some reason. Or maybe you've run out of offers, the offers there aren't converting so well anymore. However, right now, that's definitely not the case. Right now, Cash Network is the #1 network to get into if you want BizOp offers for CPA. So I already talked about all of this. I already talked about CPL versus CPS. If you're just starting out, if you're new to this, if you don't have a lot of traffic, definitely stick to CPL. You're going to want to see those commissions come in. Like as soon as you get your first traffic into your landing page, you're going to want to see those commissions come in. It's going to motivate you so much to make your first dollar online. And actually, once you set everything up, once you set this, like this funnel up, once you've got the landing page, once you've got a CPL offer on your on your opt-in, and you're going to drive some traffic, you're going to see commissions like instantly. Like that's the beauty of this system. Like so many systems that are out there that are being promoted to people, like build websites, rank them on Google. It takes weeks or months even to get your first commission. With this, you just build you don't even have to build a website. You just grab my done for you package, set it up, get some CPA offers in there, like use the rotator that is included to get like a bunch of CPA offers, send some traffic, and you're going to see that commission come in. Like now, like tomorrow, as soon as you get the traffic going, you're going to see that commission, and it's awesome to see that, and it will motivate you so much more to get going, to keep building your list, keep driving traffic. So that's why you definitely want to use CPL offers when you're just starting out. However, once you got a lot more traffic, you can switch to CPS offers because usually the CPS offers convert a little better if you have a lot of traffic. But it might take you 100 clicks or even 200 clicks to get $120 commission. And it's going to demotivate you so much if it's going to take you weeks to get there. Whereas with CPL offer, if you send 10 clicks to an offer like this, you're going to make like $2 or $3. So definitely use CPL offers in the beginning. BizOp vertical, as I said, it's like fancy CPA speak for make money online niche. I don't know why they insist on like having this CPA speak. It's like 1984 newspeak, if you know what that means. Like, but it just means make money online niche, BizOp vertical. So BizOp vertical, it converts better because these offers are catered towards the type of audience that you're gonna get with this list building method. These offers have hypey sales messages. They're very generic, work at home or make money online, not specific sort of like Facebook ads or CPA, how to make money with CPA, how to make money with Facebook ads, how to make money with SEO. People like this, they are not sophisticated enough. They do not know enough about making money online for these type of offers to appeal to them, but BizOp vertical offers will appeal to them very well. Their sales message caters more towards their emotions, towards the pain of not having enough money or having like a dead-end job. These sorts of offers know how to convert this traffic, and that's why you want to be using them. If you have tried to make money with list building before, if you have tried to make money with solo ad traffic before, if you have tried to make money with even click banking or ad swaps, I'm going to talk about that before, and it hasn't worked for you, then this is the reason. Because you've probably been using the wrong type of offers for these people. The offers that usually appeal to us internet marketers, the type of offers that you can find on the Warrior Forum, on JVZoo, they are not converting as well with these type of traffic. So that's why I'm using CPA offers in the BizOp vertical from Cash Network. They convert very, very well with this traffic. I already talked about like which offers convert well. The best thing to do for you is to test. Just use my rotator software, put a bunch of offers in there, and just see which one converts best. And you can see it on your dashboard in Cash Network, like how many clicks did I send, how many of those clicks did convert, and what was my EPC. So you can see this like you can set it on like today or like this week, this month. You can look at different time frames and see which offers convert best for you. So that's the best way to know which offers convert well. But obviously you're not going to put all 120 offers that they have in your rotator. So you're going to want to ask your affiliate manager which ones convert well, which one have a low cost to consumer and a high payout in comparison if you're doing CPS offers. If you're doing CPL offers, it's very simple. Just look at the ones that only ask for name and email and nothing else. That's what you want to look for CPL offers. And of course, you might take a look at the EPC on the dashboard of Cash Network. But like I said, it's not very reliable. You might want to just do these other two things first, and only if then you still want to decide between 2 or 3 offers, you might want to look at the EPC and see which one has the highest EPC according to Cash Network. Now that we've got our landing page set up and we have some CPA offers, let's start talking about traffic. The first thing that you want to do when you start driving traffic is you want to build a seed list. Now this is the third part of the funnel and the 3 over here, and I told you that this is something that only happens in the beginning, and you only need it in the beginning when you're just starting out and you need to build a small list. And this is what I call a seed list. So let's talk about these 2 trees, okay? Because this example will illustrate perfectly what a seed list is and why it's important that you pay attention. So there is the bamboo tree on the left over here, and this is an oak. Now, I don't know if you know this, but there's a major difference between these 2 trees. And this is the same kind of difference as the difference between starting an online list building business and basically any other business that is built on a more traditional growth model. So with a bamboo tree, growth happens like this. First you plant a seed for a bamboo tree and you water the seed and nothing happens. And this goes on for a very long time. Nothing happens. You don't actually see anything happen when you look at it from above the ground. Because what a bamboo seed does is it grows its roots first under the ground, and then once it's actually reached the point where the roots are strong enough to initiate the growth of the tree will start growing. Now this takes approximately 5 years for a bamboo tree to reach the point where it starts growing above the ground. So for 5 years, you're not seeing anything after you've planted the seed for a bamboo tree. But if you actually consistently watered the tree for 5 years, in just 6 weeks, the tree will grow from the ground to become 90 feet high. 90 feet high. That's over 27 meters in height. So this tree will become enormous, and if you look at it from the outside, it will look as if the tree grew from nothing to gigantic in just 6 weeks. But in reality, it grew in 5 years because it strengthened its roots first. Now the oak is completely different. It's the exact opposite. An oak, when you plant it, it will start growing at a very steady rate. It will be a very small tree, a very tiny tree, and eventually it will reach the same height, or at least almost the same height. Oaks usually get up to 80 feet in height, but it will happen bit by bit, slowly, slowly. And how long does it take for an oak to reach that height? It takes 30 years. 30 years you're going to have to watch a really small tree slowly and steadily grow into a bigger and bigger and bigger tree. Whereas the bamboo, it grows in just 6 weeks from the ground to the top 90 feet because you've nurtured that seed. So this is basically a great analogy for an online list building business, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to grow a bamboo tree. You're not going to be growing an oak here. You're going to see very, very fast results as soon as you've got the seed list done. But that's the first part, and it's a little bit frustrating in the beginning. It might seem like nothing is happening, but because we are using CPA offers, CPL offers actually on the back end of your funnel, you will see some return on investment. You will not necessarily see a positive return on investment from the very beginning, but you build that little seed list and you will see enormous growth once it reaches a certain point. So what exactly is a seed list? The seed list is the list that you build when you have no list to begin with. And you're going to have to buy some traffic to build this list. Now, you could try to use free traffic. I would not recommend that. Free traffic is just so extremely slow and so extremely frustrating that I almost guarantee that if you try to do this with free traffic, you're going to give up. Now, there is a method of using free traffic in addition to the traffic that you buy when you start growing your list in the beginning. And I talk more about that in my training on what is called click banking. It's a separate training from this program, but if you want to check it out, you can see it at the bottom of this page, or you might have actually bought it already when you got CPA Rush Hour. So if you want to learn more about free traffic in addition to paid traffic when building your seed list, you're going to want to check that out. But for now, if you want to build your seed list, you're going to have to go ahead and buy traffic in the form of solo ads and funnel clicks. Now, I already talked about solo ads a bit in the beginning of this video, where I said solo ads is other list builders traffic that you're going to get, and you're going to get it into your funnel. Funnel clicks is very similar to solo ads, with the difference being that solo ad traffic comes from email broadcasts, so email that are being sent to the list, whereas funnel clicks come from usually people that have a page over here. Instead of using CPA offers at number 2 after people opt in, they have a page with multiple banners and links, and then these the clicks that these banners and links produce are the funnel clicks that they are selling. So that's an alternative to solo ads. It has some advantages. The fact that they're usually cheaper and they usually convert better, because the people that are clicking on these links and banners, they've just taken an action. They've just opted in on the first page of this funnel. So they're more likely to opt in again if they see another squeeze page, because they are proven converters. But the disadvantage is that funnel clicks are usually a lot slower in delivery. Solo ads are between 24 and 72 hours you will get your solo ad traffic, whereas funnel clicks can take 7 days to 14 days, so 1 to 2 weeks. So that's a disadvantage. Another disadvantage is that because they've just gone through a funnel already, they're less likely to interact even more when they get further and further into your funnel. So the chance of them becoming buyers when you are actually selling them to CPS offers, when it comes to your CPA offer, it's just a little less than with solo ads. So you have to keep that in mind when it comes to buying funnel clicks. However, if you're just starting out, you might want to start out with funnel clicks as they convert better, and if you're just using CPL offers, they might actually convert better there as well. So funnel clicks, definitely go get them. They're really great converting clicks, and they're cheaper than solo ads. So how do you actually find solo ads and funnel clicks? The best way is through Facebook. Now that might sound weird to you if you are used to using Facebook just for social interactions, but actually Facebook is, for me at least, and for all the other list builders out there, is a great tool to run their business because it is a great communications platform for international communication. So let's go to Facebook and let me show you where you can find these clicks. Now, if you are someone that uses their Facebook a lot for social interactions with your friends and family, you might want to consider getting another Facebook account for your business, because you're going to be adding hundreds of friends and hundreds of people onto your Facebook to interact with them on a regular basis if you're going to be into the list building business. So that's something to keep in mind. If you want to find solo ads, you can just go to the search box and then go to like solo ads and then click on find all groups named solo ads. And you're going to see that there are literally hundreds of groups, more than 1,000 groups actually, that have something to do with solo ads. Now the best way to find a great group is to go for the ones that says solo ad testimonials. There's this one, solo ads testimonials and solo ads sales testimonials. That one's actually better because the testimonials that people are posting there are only for solo ads where they actually got sales. So let's look at this one first. This is the solo ads testimonials. I'm just going to close this over here. Okay, so here's an example of a solo ad testimonial. This is Wilfred Bakker, who posted a testimonial from Matisha Balantik. And he ordered 200 clicks from him. He received 214 clicks. His opt-in rate, the conversion rate of his squeeze page, was 50.5%. He got 90% tier 1 traffic. What this means is tier 1 is the countries where the people that he got traffic from actually came from. So let's say that someone is from the United States and clicks on the link. That's a tier 1 click. However, if someone is from India, that's not a tier 1 click, because tier 1 is only English-speaking countries. So that's the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. Those are tier 1 countries. There's also tier 2 and tier 3, where tier 2 is like all the other Western European countries and a couple other countries around the world where they have a little more income and they're more likely to speak English as their second language. And tier 3 is like everything else, where English is not usually taught, or at least many people don't speak English, or their income is just very low. So you want to have a really high tier 1 percentage, because these are the people that are by far the most likely to buy anything. If you're going to be sending traffic to CPA offers, Many CPA offers do not even accept traffic from any other countries than tier 1. So you might actually even want to look for solo ad sellers that sell 100% tier 1 traffic. They often advertise for this, but even if they don't, if you just ask them like, hey, do you offer 100% tier 1 traffic? They'll often say, yeah, sure. It's going to cost you a little extra, obviously, because if they usually send like 70 or 80%, that's like the norm. Like most people are like 70, 80% or something in between. Then obviously you're going to pay like 30% more if you're going to ask for 100% tier 1 traffic. But if you want to see those CPA commissions, you're gonna be it's gonna be worth it to pay a little more, because you're gonna get more commissions, because tier 1 country clicks just convert much better. Or actually, non-tier 1, it can't even convert because the CPA offers don't accept that kind of traffic. Now, Click or Cash Network is gonna redirect people. If they're not from tier 1 countries, they're going to redirect those people to offers that do accept international traffic. However, those offers usually have very, very low EPCs. I'm seeing like 2 to 3 cent EPCs on my international traffic, whereas the tier 1 traffic converts at like 30 to 50 cents, and sometimes even $1 EPC on some really good offers. So tier 1 traffic is definitely where you want to go. So when you look at these testimonials, what you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and grab the name of this person and then put it in the search box for this group, and then look at if this person had any more testimonials. And you're going to want to see like if they post testimonials themselves. That's a good sign as well, because that means they're buying clicks as well as selling them, and that means they keep their list fresh with new leads. So you can see over here, he gets a lot of testimonials from people that are really happy with the results. So if you were looking into Matija Belanti, then definitely you might want to buy some solo ads from him, because he seems to be a very trusted seller with a lot of testimonials, and he's doing very well. So that's awesome. Now, if you run into somebody, if you start out in this business, you're going to run into people that are going to approach you and ask you, hey, do you want to buy some clicks? I would recommend never buying anything from anyone that approaches you in this manner. You're going to want to look at solo ad groups and solo ad testimonial groups. Now, if you want to get a bit of a better deal, often it's a good thing to go for these groups where people are actively advertising their clicks, like this. He's advertising his clicks, and this is a bit of a spammy group where people are posting all sorts of things, but there's usually some groups where people are just posting only, like this is a good example of a solo ad advertisement, and he's actually advertising 35 cents per click for 300 to 500 clicks, and that's very, very cheap. 35 cents per click is very, very cheap. Now, you're going to want to do some due diligence if you're going to be considering buying from this person. First of all, you're going to want to again put his name into the search box for the testimonials group and see if there's any good testimonials for him. And well, it seems like there's not that many, and there's not that many recent ones. So I would actually avoid this person, even though the people that buy from him are pretty good. People that are known in this business. But only I know that because I've been in this business for a while. But both Bill Mays and Oleg Kavitz, those are people that have been in the business for a while. So if they bought from him, they probably he's doing something right. This is actually a recent testimonial in the sales testimonial group. So this is like the other group that you want to go ahead and take a look at, which is the sales testimonial group. And people only are allowed to post testimonials here if they actually got sales from this solo ad. Now, if you're doing CPA offers, then it's going to be a little hard for you to decide if you're actually getting sales from your solo ads that you buy, because it's a bit harder to track this. It's possible if you get some good tracking software, but if you're gonna be just starting out and you haven't set up anything for tracking yet, then it's going to be hard for you to determine when you get sales. But these are usually people that sell their own products. They're saying here that they got sales from this. So in that case, then you definitely want to just take a look at this and get some traffic from these people. So that's how you can buy solo ads. How can you buy funnel clicks? It's exactly the same. You don't even have to look specifically for funnel clicks. What you do is just approach solo ad sellers and ask if they have funnel clicks for sale. Many solo ad sellers do not publicly advertise that they sell funnel clicks, but most of them actually do. So if you found a good seller of solo ads, just ask them, hey, do you also sell funnel clicks? And usually they will tell you, yeah, sure. Funnel clicks are a little harder to sell on a consistent basis, so they might not have them available right now. This is something, if you know like how funnel clicks works, where you can only sell traffic that's going through your funnel. So there's pretty much a limit on how much you can sell at a time, and it will take some time to deliver these clicks, and then you can't sell funnel clicks for a while until you deliver the ones that you have sold already. Whereas with solo ads, you're going to basically, because it's email traffic, you're going to get new clicks every single time you send email to your list. So you're going to get many extra clicks per day. So usually people do not have as high an availability of funnel clicks as they have of solo ads. And that's why it might be a little harder to find a seller that has consistent availability of funnel clicks. But if you actually find one, you can buy from them over and over again, because unlike solo ads, which if you buy from the same seller all the time, you're going to get the same leads in your funnel all the time, because it's the same list. I mean, sure, he keeps his list fresh and he adds new leads, but it's not going to be as many new leads as there are on the list already. Whereas with funnel clicks, these have just gone through his funnel, so these are proven, active, fresh leads. So that's why I would recommend actually to buy a mix of solo ads and funnel clicks for building your seed list. You will see more CPA commissions from solo ads, but you will see better opt-ins and faster growth from funnel clicks. Now, before you can actually start building your list, obviously you're going to have an actual place to store your leads and to email them with. So that's the fourth part that I'm going to be talking about today. The fourth part is your email list and your autoresponder. An autoresponder is an automated piece of software that will store your leads, and it will be allowing you to automatically send messages to them and also manually send messages to them. So you can decide, like when people subscribe to my list, they automatically get their welcome message. And then after that, if I want to send more messages to my list, I'm going to do it manually. But you won't do it like with Gmail. You will do it actually in the autoresponder software. So you will log into the software and you can send messages to your list from that software. And it's all automated. It's very easy. It's very simple. So what you want to do is you want to go and get Aweber. Now, there's a lot of debate about other autoresponders. They're cheaper, they're better, or they have better deliverability, or maybe but it's all nonsense. Don't listen to any of it, okay? There's this saying, it's actually a saying by Charlie Munger, one of the famous billionaires of the world. He says, like, to every person with a hammer, every problem looks like a nail, okay? To a person with a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. So if you have another autoresponder, you probably think that it's the best thing that you can use for email marketing. But the thing is, the type of um, list building that we are doing in CPA Rush Hour is very specific, and it does not cater well to other autoresponders. Because if you have a hammer and you encounter a screw, well, basically you're screwed, right? Because you're not going to get a screw in with a hammer, no matter how hard you're going to beat it. So you're going to need a screwdriver for this one. And Aweber is your screwdriver for this screw, okay? So this model, this system that we're building with CPA Rush Hour, it works by far the best with Aweber. Yes, you can use it on GetResponse, or well, GetResponse is basically the only alternative. Like things like SendGrid and MailChimp, they don't even allow people to do affiliate marketing or make money online niches. So those aren't even an option for you. And I know that there's people that will say differently, and it's all going to be a load of BS. Just don't believe it when people say that Aweber is not the best autoresponder for this business, because they might have a very different style or type of business than what you're going to be building here. And from their perspective, their hammer is very well suited to the nail that is their business, but it's not very well suited to the screw that's your business. You're going to need a screwdriver. So Aweber is that screwdriver. You're going to want to get Aweber. Now, Aweber is, you can just go to aweber.com. There's a link below. I will provide it. And you can get your first month for free. With Aweber, it's like 30 days for free. And it doesn't even matter how many leads you get the first month. It's free anyway. So that's really awesome. Because some other autoresponders, they have like a limited amount of leads that you can get in your first month, and then you have to pay anyway. With Aweber, that's not the case. You can get it for free. So here's Aweber. If you go to like free trial, then you will end up on this page. You need to fill in some details. Yes, you will need to provide a credit card even for the first 3 months, but there's no other way. There's no way around it. It's the only payment method that they accept. However, if you're in a country where you can't get like a normal credit card, like debit cards work as well. Virtual credit cards don't really work with Aweber anymore. They changed that. It used to work, but it doesn't work anymore. But there are some alternatives that you can still use. If you can use those prepaid credit cards or debit cards, then that will work as well. So the pricing for Aweber is, like I said, free for the first month, and it's $19 each month for up to 500 subscribers. But if you go over 500 subscribers, then the monthly fee goes up. So if you have 0 to 500, then it's $19 a month. If you have 500 to 2500, then it's $29 a month, etc. So you can see over here, you will definitely reach a point where you're going to have more than 10,000 subscribers if you follow this method, because that's actually pretty easy to do. So you will definitely end up at $149 a month. But don't really be scared about paying that amount to Aweber, because you're going to be making so much more than that when you're at that level that you really don't care about that. You can make that kind of money in a day if you reach that level. So don't be scared. So that's Aweber. You're going to have to get it. You're going to have to set it up, and you're going to have to use it to build your list. Now, when you first log into Aweber, there will be some instructions on how to set things up. They will ask you to like give your list a name and all sort of stuff. There's one thing that's really important that you have to do with Aweber, and that is to turn off confirmed opt-in on web forms. Let me see if I can actually show to you how you can do that. Yeah, so if you've logged into Aweber, you go to list options and then to list settings, and then over here you can see confirmed opt-in. There's this confirmation method, require opt-in. You can turn it off over here, send confirmed opt-in for email web forms. You want to turn this off. It's really important that you do that, because if you don't, then people will have to go into their email inbox and confirm their subscription, and they're not going to do that. You're going to lose like 80% of your leads if you're going to do that with this method. So definitely don't leave this on. Now in Aweber you can you actually have messages, follow-ups, and broadcasts. Follow-up series is basically the messages that people get when they subscribe to your list automatically. So you can set up like a follow-up as a welcome. Actually, that's required by Aweber that you set up a welcome follow-up. So the very first message that people get when they opt into your list, it's they don't actually tell you that anywhere, but I actually noticed this myself when I set up another Aweber account and I just wanted to test some things there, and I didn't have a welcome message. They actually emailed me like, hey, I see you're adding leads to your list, but you don't have a welcome message, so we're gonna have to ask you to set one up. So I did that, but you're gonna have to have a welcome message for your list in Aweber. So you're gonna want to set that up in follow-up series. And other broadcasts, you can create email messages that you send to your list. So in the follow-up, you're going to want to have only one follow-up. You can add more. You can add like a follow-up for every day. Like so, the second follow-up is sent 1 day after people opt in, and the third one is 2 days after people follow in. And that you can keep it going for as long as you want with like the automated follow-ups. But a broadcast is being sent to everybody on your list. So if you're going to do follow-ups and broadcasts, you're going to be sending too many emails to your list at the same time. It's better to just not have a follow-up sequence. Just have the welcome email and a free gift, and then after that, just send broadcasts to your list, because you're going to want to have these emails going out to your entire list, even people that have already gone through. If you had a follow-up sequence, even people that have gone through it, you would want to have broadcasts going out to them. Now there is a way to do all this, to have like a follow-up sequence and then send broadcasts only to people that have gone through it. But that's not the default behavior of Aweber. The default behavior is that if you send a broadcast, it will go to everybody regardless of where they are in your follow-up sequence. So you're going to want to have no follow-up sequence for this system specifically. Like if you're going to do something else, if you're going to promote your own product, then maybe you want to have a follow-up sequence in the beginning where people are going to be opting in, and after that you're going to promote your own product for a few days. But with this method, with CPA offers, you don't really want to do that. You're just going to want to have broadcasts to your new subscribers all the time. So that's broadcast. How do you send broadcasts? Well, in Aweber, you just go to broadcast and you can create one, and then it's basically very simple web interface. But what do you actually send to your list? Well, this is something that people overcomplicate a lot, and there's a very neat trick that you can use if you're in list building, if you're in the solo ad business, if you're in the ad swap business, and you can just subscribe to other people's lists. So here's what you do. You just basically you're going to want to have either ClickBanking or ad swap partners, and you're going to get those in the beginning anyway. And then you're going to want to get their link. You want to get a sign up with some, don't use your primary email address, obviously, because you're going to get a lot of emails on this email address if you subscribe with the same email address to a lot of lists. But you just want to go through their funnel. And then a lot of people are actually using funnels where they have other people's squeeze pages in their funnel, where after you opt in, you will see like a thank you page, and then there's links to other people's funnels. They're not using CPA offers like we do in CPA Rush Hour, but they're using like funnel links over in their funnel. So you're going to want to click on those links, and you're going to want to opt into those lists, and then they will have funnel. And you can just use one squeeze page of a person that is using this type of funnel. And after that, you just click on all the links and keep clicking and opting in, clicking, opting in, clicking, opting in. And you're going to go get yourself onto dozens of lists. And here's like an example. I set up this new email inbox actually this weekend, like a few days ago, like 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, so this was like Saturday. Today is Monday. So here's Saturday, Sunday, and today has only just started. So what you can see over here is like how many emails I got. Like all I did was just grab a couple of links from my partners, put them into my browser window, and opt into all of those lists with this new email address that I set up. And you can see that there's 107 unread messages, but there's actually 142 total messages in this inbox, and that's just in 3 days. Now you don't need more than 140 messages in 3 days. So what you can just do is just go into your inbox and look at all these subject lines and look at which ones stand out, and then go and open that email. So let's pick this one. This one stands out a little bit because it's a little bit weird, 1000%, 1,000,000%. What is this? So I'm going to click on that one. And what you want to do, you want to go ahead and copy this email. So you're going to want to copy this subject line and then change it. You don't want to copy it literally for several reasons. First of all, if you're doing this, the partner, you will be literally stealing from them, so don't be doing that. If they opt into your list and they notice that you're sending their swipes to your list, they're going to complain to you about that. So that's one reason why you don't want to do that. Another reason is because Gmail can actually detect if people are sending the same messages over and over again, and they're going to block these messages from showing up in Gmail inboxes. And where Gmail is like 60-70% of all your subscribers are going to be Gmail users, so definitely do not copy their swipes literally. You just want to use them as inspiration for your own. So you might want to, use something with percentages in your subject line, but that's it. That's the one thing that stands out here, is the fact that he's using ridiculous percentages. It's not necessarily this 100% real, 1,000,000% simple. It's just the fact that he is using weird percentages. So you can use another completely different subject line, but with weird percentages. And then there's this text. Hi, you probably have never even heard about this before. It's that good. It's a new website that's already got over 15,000 people making daily commissions. And then there's the link, see this. After you go to the link above, you will be able to tap into something that is available for the next few days only. Here's the link again. Just make sure you visit and get yourself in before it's closed. So there's a few elements to this swipe that I really like and a few that I don't. So the way that this swipe is, made up is good. It's like a paragraph, a link, a link, and another paragraph. That's great, have like paragraph, link. That works very well because the links stand out. You want to have the paragraphs be pretty short, not long, because the people that we are going to be getting onto our lists are going to be having inboxes just like this one, okay? They're going to have so many emails because they keep going through these funnels that we set up, and not just ours, our partners as well. They're going to be on the solo ad list, so they're going to go to be on a lot of lists, and they're going to have a lot of emails in their inbox. So what we want to do is we want to get these people attention with the subject line, and then we want to keep that attention by keeping the email very short and having a very clear call to action. So in this case, these arrows and this caps and this exclamation mark, this is a very clear call to action. So that's what I like about this email. Now, there's a few things that I don't really like about this email, which is that it's not really specific. It doesn't really, this is okay, but it's not really saying that people are going to be making money when they click on this link. And you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to use, obviously, when you do send emails out to your list, you're going to want to use some emails that actually tell people that they're going to be making money. So I don't really see it that clearly in this email. But the rest of the things, it's pretty good. It has some scarcity, like get yourself in before it's closed. That's okay. That's great. Available for the next few days only. Again, that's a scarcity. And It's already got 15,000 people making daily commissions. That's like a bit of social proof. But daily commissions is the only thing that's telling people that, hey, this is about money. But that's not really specific enough. It would be better if it said like over 15,000 people are making more than $132 a day. Like that would make it really specific and people would be like, oh yeah, I want that. So that's the only thing I would change here. And obviously, like I said, I wouldn't copy this literally. I would just use it as inspiration for my own emails. And you can use this, an email inbox like this for your inspiration. Now, if you're going to be doing broadcasts to AdSwap partners, usually they will provide you with their own swipes, and it's pretty okay to use them, although not all the time, not all their swipes are good. So, but AdSwaps is something I'm going to be talking about in the next module of this program. So let's move on to another part, which is what to actually send in your follow-up. In your first follow-up, like I said, you're going to want to have the welcome message, which is very generic. You don't have to be very, you don't have to like have a whole novel about yourself or something. You just tell them, hey, welcome to my list. I'm going to be sending you some daily offers about making money online. I hope you're going to get a lot of value from them. And as promised, here's your free gift. And you might actually want to have a couple more links before that, like, hey, you opted in for your free gift, but here's some offers that you really should check out before you do that. So here's like offer number 1, which is a great offer for making over $132 a day. And here's offer number 2, which you got like 16,325 people daily commissions into their PayPal. Like that sounds really specific. Those are great links. Those if you have like 2 links like that, and then you send those links to CPL offers of your CPA network. So that's going to make you a little bit of extra money because a lot of people are going to be clicking links in the first follow-up, and especially the first few links in the follow-up. If you have CPL offers there, instead of linking directly to your free gift, you're going to be making a pretty decent amount of money. So, and just from that first follow-up. So you definitely want to do that to increase your return on investment on any email that or traffic that you buy. But of course, you're going to have a free gift as well. So I would suggest that the last link in that email is going to be, okay, here's your free gift as promised. Go click on the link to download it. And then there's a download link. And the free gift, here's what it can be. It can be a free report, or a free ebook, or a free video session. That's what I recommend you to use. You would want to provide value to the people in this free report. You want to have, if it's going to be like a free report about making $100 a day, or be a little more specific than that, of course, but if it's going to be a free report like that, it should have a method that would actually work for people to make $100 a day. Now, if you don't have any inspiration for things like this, you just go to the Warrior Forum and you go and read on some things that people are doing to make money online. And you don't have to go and make a whole guide about how to actually do it, especially if you don't even know how to do it yourself. But if you just like lay out the method, then people can go ahead and do more research themselves on how to actually implement it. But just having that method, just making them aware of the possibility of using that method to make $100 a day, that's enough for a free report, okay? So you can do that, or you can do a video where you just talk about a method for making money online. An ebook is a little more extensive. I wouldn't really use it unless you're going to be using some kind of PLR ebook or something that you got somewhere else that you're allowed to give away. If you can make it yourself, I would definitely recommend that you make it yourself. Although there is a great alternative, which is to get high quality PLR. Now PLR, as I said before, it stands for private label rights. It's basically, it's a free report or video or something like that, an ebook, where you have the right to make it your own. You can change anything in it you want. You can change the title page. You can change the author to yourself. You're allowed to do all that because you've already paid for the private label rights of that product. And the problem with PLR is that many PLR products that are out there are being overused. Like, too many people are using the same kind of PLR stuff, and people are getting really tired of getting these free gifts that look the same over and over again. So what you want to do is you want to grab some PLR that nobody else is using. The best thing you can do with PLR is just get my Done For You package. If you got that, then just grab the PLR report that I've included in that package. You can get it. It's like a pretty easy method for making $70 a day using Bing Ads and ClickBank. And it works. I've done it myself. It actually is working. So it's a valuable report. And you can put your own name on it. You can use that report. You can just change it a little bit if you want. You can put a new cover on it. Use your own name. I actually included the graphics for the cover as well, so you can just open that in Photoshop, or if you don't have Photoshop, you can get some other software that can open these files, and you can just wipe away my name and put your own name in. It's really easy to do something like that. There's like a Word document version, so you can change stuff, turn it into a PDF. Like in Word, you have this save as option where you can save it as a PDF file, and then you have your free report. You give that away in your first follow-up email, and people are going to be really happy with a valuable free report that you're giving away to them. Now let's move on to the true rush hour method, which is the free traffic that's gonna be sustaining the growth of your list forever and ever. It's gonna give you endless growth. It's gonna give you endless free traffic, and your list will basically grow itself, and you will constantly be adding new leads into your funnel, onto those CPA offers, and making those commissions for you. So as you can see, I've actually removed number 3 right now, because once you're at this stage, once your seed list is done, you no longer need to buy any traffic. You only need to buy some traffic into the beginning to get yourself going and to get yourself to a stage where you can do ad swaps on a daily basis. Now, what is an ad swap? An ad swap is just like a solo ad, where you contact another list owner, and you're gonna say, let's do an ad swap. And instead of paying them, you're gonna be sending clicks to one another. So you're gonna send 100 clicks to this list owner, and he's gonna send 100 clicks back to you. So you're using both of your email lists, and both of these lists traffic will go to the other squeeze page and then opt into that list. Now, this will allow you to continuously reuse your email subscribers to grow your list further and further and further. And you will grow your list endlessly. Once you've actually engaged this form of free traffic, everything you make becomes profit, because you no longer have any investment into traffic. Now, of course, you will still have to pay Aweber, but like I said, that's just a drop in a bucket when it comes to cost, because once you actually reach a point where you're paying Aweber $149 a month, you will be making $3,000 a month, and that's just going to be pure profit. You're not going to be worried about having to pay Aweber $150 a month anymore. So ad swaps are the method that I use on a daily basis to grow my list over and over again. Now, as I said, you're going to want to do them daily, because you're going to have clicks from your list on a daily basis. So any and all clicks that you get from your email subscribers, from your broadcasts, you're going to want to use or send those clicks to your ad swap partners. Now, how do you actually find ad swaps partners? It's actually pretty amazingly easy because there's a website that automates almost everything when it comes to ad swaps, and it's called safe-swaps.com. There's a lot of people on there that have been doing ad swaps for a long time, that are doing ad swaps on a consistent basis, and you can find ad swap partners there, enough ad swap partners to do ad swaps with every single day. Now, in the beginning, you're gonna be having no reviews on there. Like there's reviews on there where people are gonna be leaving you a rating. It's kind of like the testimonials that I showed you earlier for solo ads, except it's a little more a binary where it's just, is this a good swap or a bad swap? And most people will not want to swap with you in the beginning if you have no ratings at all. But what you can do is just contact some people that you already know from buying solo ads from them. So you're gonna want to have a look at Safe Swaps and see like if there's people on there that are also selling solo ads. And if you buy solo ads from these people, they're more likely to want to swap with you later on. Now, obviously, you don't want to buy solo ads from one person only and then try to swap with them, because you're going to get the same leads over and over again into both funnels, and that's not going to work. It's not going to grow either of your lists, and that's not going to help you at all. But if you buy solo ads from many different people, then you can swap with some of them, and you will be swapping these leads that are from different lists to this person. So that's one method you can use for finding swap partners in the beginning when you're just starting out. Now you can also, if you got this CPA Rush Hour product, you can just contact me on Safe Swaps. I am still doing Safe Swaps or ad swaps on Safe Swaps on a regular basis. So just contact me and tell me, hey, I bought CPA Rush Hour. I got my seed list up and running. I've got my CPA offers up and running. My funnel is working. Let's do an ad swap. Just contact me. When do you actually want to do ad swaps? It's probably when you're around 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers. Now, if you don't have a lot of money to invest in paid traffic, then you're going to want to start when you have 1,000 subscribers and slowly start growing from there. If you are doing click banking as well, which is like my other product that is talking about click banking, then you might want to wait a bit longer, because you can use a lot of your traffic to do click banking with instead of ad swaps, and you might want to wait till you have 2,000 or even 3,000 subscribers. You have a decent amount of clicks per day to do ad swaps with. Now on Safe Swaps, you can just go to a calendar. Let me actually show you this. So this is what the calendar looks like on Safe Swaps. You can see like every single day, you can just click on a day and then you will go there and you can find ad swap partners here. You can see that all these partners, they have this ratings where you can see they have like thumbs up and thumbs down. And this person, Chris Mono, has like 1,279 swaps where he got thumbs up and no thumbs down. So that's definitely a great partner to swap with. And there's like some people that have a few thumbs down, but it's like really little compared to the amount of thumbs up. But some people that have a lot more thumbs down, like 16 thumbs down, then I would like start wondering, are they doing something wrong on a regular basis? That's not really cool. So you might not want to do an ad swap with them, especially in the beginning, and maybe you're gonna want to be a little more careful with that. Maybe later on when you have more clicks each day that you can send, and you can do a small ad swap with them to see how it goes and go from there. But there's a lot of people over here that have like a lot of positive ratings and almost no negative ratings. So that's definitely something that you're gonna want to look into. Just go and find these partners on there. So that's it. That's CPA Rush Hour for you. I've laid down the entire system for you right here. This is everything you need. Don't procrastinate. Don't go and be a shiny object chaser with a monkey mind and go through the next shiny object on the Warrior Forum or wherever in your inbox. Just Go and do this right now. Go build your funnel. Go find some CPA offers and build that seed list with solo ads. And you will find that in no time, you're going to build that email list up, and you're going to be able to do ad swaps on a regular basis and make consistent money from CPA. So go build your funnel. Get like a piece of software like Lead Pages, Optimize Press, Instabuilder, or just grab the Done For You package with a great funnel that you can use, and you can use it right now. You'll even have a free gift, so you don't have to worry about that part either. Then you go and sign up to Cash Network, get some solo ads to build your seed list, and start subscribing to other people's lists so you have some broadcasts that you can send to your list. And then you do ad swaps on a daily basis, and you will see results very, very fast.